welcome back to another video, man. You guys see the deal. We're finally at the home stretch of finishing the turbo truck. Not much left, man. We're gonna go ahead and do the exhaust for the wastegate as well. A few little sensors here and there, and then that's gonna be pretty much it. The rest is getting the intake on, then we'll be able to go ahead, get it started for the first time in how long, bud? About a month?
Like a month.
It's been about 2 months since the truck has started, but we're just about finished, so let's go ahead. Like I said in this video, we're pretty much just getting our sensors into the intercooler. We're not 100% done, but we're at least done to the point where we can get the truck started. Not ready for tune just yet, because we still need a few bead rolls here and there to build boost. But as far as just getting it simply started to make sure we don't have any leaks anywhere, as far as oils and stuff, we could definitely go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's go ahead.
Getting real close.
Getting close, man. Let's go ahead and do it. So right now we're just gonna go ahead, check our fittings for our oil drain. I'll go ahead, go on under right now. We're just making sure that fitment is good with everything. And as far as the exhaust, what we decided to do was a temporary hood exit. So really just wanna see first if it's crazy loud coming straight from the turbo. If it is, I'll go ahead and do a dump. As far as doing a hood exit, that is the main thought right now. So we'll go ahead and take the hood off so we can run a temporary hood exit. That way I'm not cutting a hole and then thinking it's too loud. So as you can see, our crossover is done. Got that all welded up. Right now, just checking fitment to make sure everything's good. We're still waiting on getting our 4L80 cover for the transmission, because having a crossover here will make it heat up that much quicker. So having that cover there is definitely nice to have. And one thing we still have to do to check for fitment is our O2 sensors. So we haven't got those bungs in yet for that, but we'll go ahead and do that real quick. And our oil drain, you can barely see it. It's gonna be right there, right in front, right under the pulley. We're probably gonna put a 90-degree fitting, maybe facing to the left, and then straight up to the turbo. So basically that's just gonna come from down there, all the way around, up here to the turbo. So the good thing about these Huron Speed turbo manifolds is you can see right here, they already have a mount position for the wastegate. And our wastegate's right here. We're gonna go ahead and do a 60 mil wastegate. It's gonna go something like that. Now that fitting is going to be bigger than the one that's on a Huron Speed. The Huron Speed one is made for a 46 to 44 millimeter wastegate, but after checking the V-band, it kind of just slips right on over it, just like that. So that kind of just locks into place. So we could really, in reality, just get that welded onto that V-band, and then we'll be perfectly fine. So you can see that kind of really locks in there. So our wastegate's going to be down pretty much right there. Pipe's gonna be coming up through the hood. Right now, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get this turbo cutout going, get the fitment for that, and then go from there. All right, fellas, and there you have it, man. That's gonna be pretty much what our exit pipe's gonna be looking for the turbo. Something like that. Not too bad, not too much welding, right, bud?
Yeah.
Just
simple V-band and a bung for the O2.
Just a little V-band right there and a bung for it for the O2. And then obviously, eventually, like I said, this is gonna be a temporary setup. If I do keep it, gonna cut it, make a little teardrop, give it a nice little shape to it. But for now, that'll do. That's it, man. Exhaust, if we do end up keeping it like this, very easy, bud.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot quicker than the crossover and pretty simple.
Pretty simple. There you have it though, man. And here's our crossover. Like we said, the bung is gonna go right there. You guys see it though, crossover is pretty much ready to go. Got that welded up. Everything else is pretty much simple. Just gotta do our bead roll still on our intercooler, plug in our sensors, mount our blow-off valve, and then that's pretty much it, man. We're gonna go ahead, get it started, bud.
Get it started real close, guys.
Then of course, still gotta mount our intake, but that's really it. Real simple, little stuff. We should be able to get it done in this video. Like I said, right now we're gonna go ahead, get the turbo off, get the manifold off, to get that V-band onto the other V-band of the Huron, get that welded on. That'll allow us to get the wastegate on, and then move on to the next steps. And we're back the next day where we're finishing up the exhaust. As you can hear, we're at Buddy's place. This is where we got the new welder. We went ahead, got a new setup because, as you guys know, we're very limited with our last welder. Don't mind it being open. Our gas solenoid was getting stuck, but we got it fixed. This is an Everlast TIG welder, so now we're able to weld aluminum, stainless steel, everything that we need to. As you can see, we never welded stainless steel before or aluminum, but we've been practicing. This is not a show truck, man. As long as we get it welded up and get it functioning, we're all good, man. Got our little gas tank right back there. Yeah, I see it, man. We'll go ahead and get the cover back on. Got a nice little rig, man, with the wagon and everything. Probably get some welds for the wagon. What y'all think, man? As you can see right there, getting our holes for the bungs. We already got the one for the crossover, doing the one for the exhaust. Those are gonna be for our O2 sensors, so we'll go ahead and get that finished up, and then we'll go ahead and put it onto the truck. You guys see it though, man. Little by little, the welds are getting better. Right, bud?
They're getting there. So that's my second time doing it. Could be better, but you know, for your second time, can't beat that.
Can't knock it, man. Can't knock it. See, that's where we're at. So little by little, they'll just keep getting better.
Eventually, try to get like these right here.
Eventually, yep. Try to get it just like those right there. But for now, we'll go ahead and take it, man. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and head back to the truck, go ahead and do the wastegate piping, get that shaped up, get it done, and then get it welded up, man. So right now we'll go ahead and see how our 60mm wastegate fits. It's gonna go right onto there, just like that. Tighten that up, and then that's pretty much it, man. We have some pretty good space in there. That's exactly how our wastegate's gonna sit, man. With this setup, should have little to no lag, so this should definitely help with boost creep. Yeah, see, man, nice fitment, good spacing. Might put a sleeve on that just to protect it a little more, but we're gonna go ahead and do the wastegate piping now, and then go ahead and get everything back on the truck. All right, you guys see it, we're back here with the truck. Got our finished pieces here. We're gonna go ahead, get those thrown onto the truck, and then start working on that wastegate piping, and then start doing our breakout harness, other little things to get this truck started, man. All right, so here we have our wastegate. The particular one that I have came with 2 springs. This spring alone is 11 PSI. This larger one is 22. Together makes 33, but we're gonna go ahead, run a single smaller spring for 11 PSI. I'm gonna do a little more research, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and run 11. If we make any changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. So there you have it, got the wastegate on, got our exhaust mounted. Right now we're checking the piping for the wastegate, which is right down there. So we'll kind of figure out the angle. Shouldn't be nothing too crazy. Pretty simple, just like the exhaust right here. Might have to make like 1 or 2 cuts, a little weld. And like I said earlier, right now this is 50-50. It could be temporary setup, could be permanent. Just depends on if I like it, if it's too loud or not. I will be tuning it like this. After the tune is when really be able to see how it sounds, drives, and then pretty much go from there. Currently, this is how it sits. Gonna make a cut here and then make another cut. So we're gonna make like an angle cut to line up with the exhaust. So it'll go straight up, line up right there. And then that should be about it. Wastegate done. Fellas, and there you have it, man. Got our wastegate piping on, and then that's pretty much it as far as the exhaust at the moment. I want to do something quick and simple. As you can see, that probably took us about 30 minutes just to get that one cut, that one weld, get the V-band on, and that's it. Wastegate's on.
It's on, welded up.
Welded up. We're not gonna have the truck 100% set and ready to go to the tuner once we get it started. We're pretty much just getting it set to be started. So like our intercooler piping, it doesn't have to be bead rolled yet. Obviously down the line, once we start pushing boost, we're gonna have to bead roll it. We'll get that done before we get it to the tuner, but as far as turning it on right now, not necessary. So next up, we're gonna go ahead, hook up our oil feed, get the old one out, get this one on. We're gonna use both ports. One is gonna be to feed the turbo, and then the other one's gonna be for the gauge to know how much pressure we're getting. Just go ahead, get a little bit of tape on that, and then go ahead, throw it onto the truck. And then that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and also throw on our lines, finish hooking up the turbo. So like I said, that's gonna be our pressure sensor right there, but for now, we're not gonna get our sensor on yet. We're just gonna go ahead and throw a plug on it so we don't have it leaking. And then later, when it comes time to putting all our sensors on, we'll go ahead, just unplug it and then throw it on. So as you can see right there, I got the old one. Just gotta unscrew those 2 bolts and it'll come off real easy, just like that. It'll leak a little bit, not too much. Just give that a little wipe, doesn't leak too much. That's pretty much what leaked out of ours right there. Then we'll go ahead and throw on a new one. That's pretty much it. A lot easier than getting it drilled and tapped.
Easy swap right over.
That's it.
That easy.
So we have our line here that goes to the turbo, and then that's gonna go down to that adapter on the bottom end that we just put. And the next thing, because we haven't done it yet, we're gonna go ahead and make some brackets for our intercooler. 2 up here. Should be very simple. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so fast forward just a little bit. We got our intake out, got it right here, got all our new AN8 lines on. So we went ahead and upgraded those because obviously our whole system is AN8 now from AN6. Gonna need more of that fuel, so got that on our intake. We're gonna go ahead, throw it on, and then finish setting everything else up. And that's it, pretty much done with our intake. Like I said, later down the line, we're not gonna do it now. Upgrade the fuel injectors. What we have now will help us just get it started because these are the ones that's tuned on. So before I take it to the tuner, obviously upgrade the injectors, get that in real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the intake. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed we don't have no leaks. Should be good to go.
Should be good. Hopefully there's no issues and fires right up.
Yeah, so mainly just checking for the head bolts how we did so we're not spilling any coolant. All right, guys, and we'll skip forward past all the boring stuff, hooking up the sensors and all that. Pretty much got everything hooked up. So you can see we have all our sensors in. Like I said, not connected. Not necessary to get it started at the moment. We just want to get it a little quick start. Same thing that we're doing with our MAF right here. We just have it, you can see, taped on right now for just to get it started, man.
So basically, yeah, we just have it taped on, a little bit of Mickey Mouse. That way we can get the truck to idle and at least run a little bit decent.
Like I said, right now we'll go ahead and start it up. But at the moment, my battery is dead. So we're gonna go ahead and jump there real quick. Hook up a temporary coolant tank, just add some water. And then that's it, fellas. We're gonna go ahead and start it up. I'm sure the neighbors will not mind. It's 9 p.m., man. Who's asleep right now? But we got our bed up, make sure nothing's leaking. Primarily right now, we're making sure there's no leaks on the heads, on the fuel system, any oil leaks anywhere. So let's go ahead and jump it, bud.
Let's do it.
And to get the truck started, we're gonna go ahead and use this JFEGWO jump starter kit. See it right there, JFEGWO. They went ahead and hooked us up with this little jumper kit. Does everything from charging your phone to being a tire compressor, jumping your car, everything you pretty much need. This is one of their lower standard kits. So definitely check out their kit. We're gonna go ahead and use this right now to get some power to the truck. Handy dandy jumper cables in here. Go ahead, press your power button at the bottom. Y'all see it, man. We got 100% action. And once you're ready to get that charge going, you just flip this switch and you're good to go, man. Let's go ahead and do it. There it is, man. We should have some power to the truck. Let me go ahead and check. You see we got the lights on. Before, this thing was completely dead, man. You guys know the truck was sitting for a good like month or two, so there you have it, man. All right, so now that the truck has power, go ahead and explain what we're doing now, bud.
All right, so now we're just going to be setting our base fuel pressure for our fuel pressure regulator. So basically LSs, you kind of run around 58 to 60 pounds of pressure. We took out our fuel pump relay right here. So you can see it's this one located right here. You just grab a piece of wire, paper clip, or anything that you could bridge the 2 connections together. You'll grab the other end of the wire, stick it in there. Your pressure will build up over here on your gauge or regulator. And then once it's up, you could set your pressure like that with adjusting the pressure up there.
Let's go ahead and do it.
Go ahead.
So now we're gonna go ahead and connect them.
Connect it, you'll hear your fuel pump kick on.
There you go.
You'll see your pressure build up.
So right now we're at about, let's see.
Like 38-ish.
Right now about 38. Yep, we need to get to about what, 58?
58, yeah, about 58.
So just continue to adjust it until it gets to 58. And then that's pretty much it, man. We're good to go. So we went ahead, turned our nozzle just a little more. Our pressure is at about 58. So we are good to go, man. It's that easy. Now just put a little bit of water. We also have our bed up for the fuel pump, because you guys know we did those dual fuel pumps. So we have all new fittings. Want to make sure there's no leaks. And as you can see, it looks like we're good to go, man. So with our fuel system, looks like we have no issues. So far, so good, man. Only thing left to do, fellas, man, finally,
let's fire her up.
Finally get our first start of the turbo truck. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Can't keep it on for too long because obviously we have a hood exit. E85 is gonna stink up in here, fucking start burning our eyes. So keep it on for maybe like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and that's it, man. Call it a day. Make sure we have no leaks, like I said, no oil leaks, coolant leaks. All right, buddy's gonna go ahead and do the honors.
Let's go ahead and do it. Fingers crossed.
I know the neighbors are definitely hating us right now. It's all good, man. It ain't that late. 12 p.m. Woo! See, man, truck is alive. We have no leaks, no oil leaks, no coolant leaks. We're good to go, man. You guys see it, it's alive. Get it to the tuner. All right, we got the truck back off. Holy shit, man, the truck sounds crazy. What you think, bud?
I mean, we got it to fire up.
We'd have no issues. Maybe, might have to run an exhaust. This shit is like crazy loud, but you know, for the sake of content, I'll tune it like this, get it all done like this. Later down the line, once it's tuned and everything, if I still don't like it, then I'll just go ahead and do a little dump or whatnot. But you guys see it, man, the turbo install is successful. We still have to do little hoses and stuff like that on the turbo. Whew, it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal, man. It took a long time to get to this point. Finally, we could say we have a turbo truck, man. Once we're done with this, next thing we're gonna do is a digital cluster. So if you guys wanna see that, definitely stay tuned. But as far as for the turbo, that's pretty much it, man. We'll see what kind of power it puts down, bud.
Yeah, we'll see what she does, man.
It's been exciting little venture. First turbo build we've ever done on any vehicle, and came out to be very well, man. If you guys have any questions, anything in the comments, I know we didn't show exactly everything in this video, but we try to show, you know, at least the important things. But go ahead, feel free to ask in the comments. But there you have it. Try to get these videos flowing quicker here and there. Been busy, but you guys know regardless, we're gonna get it done. That's pretty much it for this video, though. Like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. We'll see you in the next video, man.
And that's a wrap.